This is a director's cut of the video entitled Spring. It's a very early spring day at Ray Trent Park, and we have Diogi and Sam I Am running and frolicking and having a great time. It's turning green, 63 degrees, plenty of sunshine, March 15th. It looks like both dogs enjoy being back out, running and playing with each other on happens to be such a nice early spring day. I've been making films with these dogs for the past 2 years. I can tell you not only are they very professional, but they're also very nice dogs to work with. I'm very happy to be back at Ray Trent after being cooped up most of the winter. For one reason or another, here they are on one of their breaks, going to a little grove of trees, one of their favorite spots in the large field at Ray Trent, taking a little breather between shots, between scenes. I don't know what they're talking about, but here we go back in the action. Diogi's about to make his big run. Now, this is supposed to be the scene where I interview Diogi before he continues having fun, and I have no clue that he's got a prank lined up in store for me. As you can see, he has a big smile on his face before he ran away. He had that planned. He was not, okay, here comes Sam running. But Diogi had that planned that as soon as I got up there to ask him questions on how he liked it back at Ray Trent, he was going to run, and sure enough he did, and there goes Sam following. And they emerged from the other side of the brush pile. Diogi did an impromptu dance on top of a fallen log. I was not quick enough to get my camera out and point and shoot. It was a loss, and he said he refused to do it again, so we just had to make the film without it. But it was a perfect mount and dismount. I just have to tell you about it. There was no shortage of action scenes in this film. They were all too happy to run and frolic and have fun at Ray Trent, and that's what we came to film, and we got plenty of action. Coming back the other side, I walked first, waited for them to come, and here they are, running and running. I wanted to get them running the length of the field. Boogity dogs! We're in the same field on the other side of the grove of trees. They're playing around one of our old sets from last fall. Am and Diogi both called for a rest break at this point, where that little memorial is. The boys are tired out at this point. They had just played with a chocolate lab that was off leash with his owner, and we chatted with him and played with Henry the dog, and then Henry and his owner went on his way, and we're going on ours in a minute after we catch our breath. And Diogi didn't want it to come out so soon, but he's going to be making another film about a dog losing weight. I don't know about Henry, but Sam and Diogi both do their own stunts. New path. We are now in the part of the woods that Maggie and I blazed the trail. The trails are well worn, very nice trails now, and some people have come in there and forged. That was our old trail up the hill. They forged a new one. It's an easier climb, and you can see in a minute coming up here. This looks like the wrong scene. Well, you can see where they've cut down some trees. That they've really cut the branches off of that one, making a clearing here. It's by the river, and I don't know what they're planning. It looked like they had a couple of little cement block benches and a flag. I just don't know. But I'm going back around to the place that Maggie cleared out. I may get there in a minute. It's not here. No, it is here. And there's the scene from, we'll call it Maggie Lookout. You can see the biggest part of the river kind of forms a small lake there. And here they are, just upstream from that, finally getting a drink. And I missed the scene where they were in the water playing around. He had just shaken himself, and I looked at the camera and it was not recording, and doggone it. My old marker. We're going to continue the walk on the old path. I wanted to make sure all our paths are still there, and they are, and they're well worn, and it looks like somebody's been adding to them. Both dogs like this area. It's a little hard for people to get to. You have to go around a cliff on a sideways little deer path. But once you get around the corner, there's a nice dirt beach and a place where the dogs love to wade. Where is that wily Diogi? Maggie discovered this area a year ago. You have to go around a couple of bushes and around a little cliff and through a narrow path, and then it opens up into this sort of dirt beach by the river. There's a cedar that looks like it's about to fall off its cliff. And coming up around the bend here, I saw a path when I was on the old worn path, and it led uphill, and I just had to follow it, and there's a scene from it. There's flag, and they've cleared out some cedars, and there's another it's right along the shore of this river. I don't know, it seems to me it might be fishermen, and Diogi and Sam and I were just looking at it and wondering, oh, that old ball, still there. Oh, and now we're going on what I call the up path, and as you can see, or maybe you can't, but it is there, trust me. The path is still there, and it's very nice and well worn, and of course this time of year, all the way up the higher path. There went Diogi. It was easy to follow. It's still there and the same, and you can still see as we walk along where people have been. And I believe this is the part where, Maggie, you cut out all those cedars and made it really nice in there. I believe this is it coming up here. Diogi just seems to love it around there. And now Sam that's disappeared. We can't come here from June to September because of the poison ivy, and the overgrowth of grass makes it impassable. I seem to be taking a lot of pictures of the ground as I walk along. I'm just impressed with how nice and worn the path is. Very easy to find and follow. And Diogi was waiting for me. I think there's a backpack that's been there for 2 years, and nobody has the nerve or the courage to look in it. Oh, Diogi's taking another swim. It's 63 degrees and just building up a little bit of heat. This is at the very end of the trail. That's the water that was their reward after they walk all the way through our woods and out the other side. And Sam never does get in here too deep, but Diogi does. And as you can see, the river has plenty of water in it. And this is Diogi. I don't know if you can see him up there on the cliff, his little orange collar, but he rushed up there, and I could just catch him after and here he comes down, and that's why. Here he is. And Sandy wants to play too, though. You can see it's still going on, and I think I got too close. Here we go. I don't want another broken leg. And I said so. I said, okay, guys, I realized I got too close. Just kind of take it easy. The pack leader is a wimp. You're just going to have to deal with it. And he tears a stick out of the ground, and the play continues. And they run off. Oh, he's coming back up on the cliff. Oh, I think the little Sammy better watch out. He always seems so clueless. In the fields, there were robins. They looked like little orange flowers themselves. I tried to get them on film. It's kind of hard for them to show up. And of course, this is the end of the film. Thank you, Diogi. And here's the disclaimer, and thank you folks for watching.